Hello, I am Professor David Nadolski, and I am going to teach you today a trick that we have in public speaking called the speaker's triangle. Now, most of the time, what this is for beginning and intermediate level speakers in order to help them organize their thoughts in a consistent and concise manner. So, this concept, again, is called the speaker's triangle, and it goes like this. In a typical structure that we start off with a teaser, then we have a thesis, we have a preview, 1, 2, 3, okay? These are the points that we go through for the beginning sequence of our public speech. Now, it's important to know these points and do well with them in order to capture your audience. It's crucially important. So, after teaser, thesis, preview, 1, 2, 3, we have a transition, which is one distinct sentence designed to bring us from one area of the speech to another. We have our transition, and that transition will take us to point 1, okay? Now below that, typically we will have A, where you will have your evidence. Millions of people have opinions in the world, but having evidence to back up your opinions is crucially important, okay? So this is evidence that is a source citation according to, and then we'll usually put a date in, and then the publication in a traditional citation. So according to the May 17th edition of the New York Times, blah, 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 okay? So then we have B is our application and implications, okay? And what that is we apply the point that we just made to our thesis, and then we talk about the implications of what it has to the audience, okay? We then have a transition to point 2. This is gonna look familiar, okay, which is our second point. Again, we have A, our evidence, B, our applications and implications, and then we have a transition to point 3, A, evidence, B, applications, implications, and then we initiate our closing sequence, which is we restate our thesis, we review 1, 2, 3, and then finally we revisit our teaser, okay? So this is the basic structure of the speech that we have, okay? Now, how this pertains is we also have a speaker's triangle. And so we start off with our teaser, thesis, preview up here, if the audience is down here, okay? And then we have our transition sentence to point 1, A, B, transition to point 2, A, B, okay? Transition back to point 3 where we started, A, B, and then down here is where we restate our thesis. We review 1, 2, 3, the points that we made, before finally we revisit our teaser, okay? So it's a real simple method that we have. Again, we have our typical structure. I'll show you guys right here, okay? Teaser, thesis, preview, 1, 2, 3, and all that jazz throughout the speech. Yes, you do say what you're going to say it, and then say what you said. You have that speaking pattern right there in a triangle to your audience, because overall it's going to prove that you know what you're talking about, and it's going to make you that much better of a public speaker. Hope that helps. See you soon.